Hello, hello. Hi, Raven. Welcome in. I definitely am feeling better. I'm still kind of congested. I still have a bit of a sore throat, but it's not as bad as it was. I think I'm just relapsing a little, just, due to stress and stuff, but I'm at least feeling better. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully, you're having a much better day than I am. Oh, hi, Bunny. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you today? Happy Tuesday. Ugh. I am already overheating. I don't know why. I was super cold this morning and now I am getting warm. And I don't know if that's just because the body's doing its thing to recover. But yes, hello, welcome, welcome. We are going to be continuing playing Danganronpa. Hopefully, I'm hoping to maybe finish the game today. We'll kind of see. I don't know how close I am to finishing it, but I think we're kind of hitting that pinnacle, right? I mean, where we last left off, we went through the trial. Makoto was found guilty and ended up getting saved by Alter Ego. So now we're in like this garbagey basement looking place. But enough talk about that. Let's actually just head into the game here. Bam. Hopefully. All right. There we go. Okay, so as you can tell, this is where we last left off. So we kind of woke up at this bottom somewhere. I don't know exactly where this is, but we ended up here. So let's look around. Let's kind of see what's going on, what we can find, if we can find a way out. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Okay, so there it is. We are in the school's garbage pit. That's what it is. Okay. Oh, I just realized that the chat is kind of blocking. It's okay. That's okay. It'll be fine. There we go. Let's look to see what else there is. Let's see. What was up with the garden and mystery student? So we didn't really find who the killer was. It ended up being blamed on Makoto. We actually did it so that we blamed oh my gosh, why am I blanking out on names? Hold on, let me pull up the report cards. There we go. There we go. So Kyoko, we ended up blaming Kyoko for the murder, and I guess we got like some kind of alternate ending. It was like a bad ending, and then it brought us back to the trial, and then from there it had us select again. So then I picked, like not to say whatever the lie was, and then Makoto ended up being found guilty. Monokuma was like, it was Makoto, even though it really wasn't. And so we ended up like about to die, and then you see Alter Ego pop up and she stops Makoto from getting squished, and he ends up getting like flung down here into like the trash pit. So that's where we kind of left off. No, Byakuya is not dead. He's not dead yet. I like how I'm like yet. Who knows? Maybe he's the next to die. Yeah, see, it was Kiyotaka that you probably saw. But no, Byakuya is still alive. He's still doing his thing. But let's see here. That's a rocket and a tank. I'd better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Also, okay, I was watching another streamer play Danganronpa, and I watched the first 2 videos, and I actually just realized something because it was brought back to my attention. So I'm going to bring it up now. So the mystery body had red nail polish on. And when I was rewatching another streamer's video on like the first trial and stuff, I realized there was one person who had red nails, and that was, oh my gosh, why am I forgetting names? Hello. Let me see her now. That was Junko. So Junko had red nails. So I'm thinking what ended up happening here is that someone placed the Junko's dead body into the garden as a trap. So I don't think that there was actually a murderer. I genuinely think that there was a trap laid out. She was in like the way beginning. She got killed by Monokuma because she had kicked Monokuma down, and so there were pipes that like struck her. And in the Monokuma file, it said that she had some old injuries. And I'm like, wait a minute. So after rewatching this other streamer who had played, I was like, okay, things are lining up here. Junko's nails were red. I think someone had placed her dead body there as a trap because Kyoko was saying that this was a trap laid out by the mastermind. Which could be the mystery student. Oh my gosh, what is her name? I forgot what her name was. But she has to do something with Fenrir and like this mercenary guild, essentially. I forgot what her name is, but so I'm kind of thinking that she still has something to do with it. So I think she's still the mastermind and used Junko's dead body to lay a trap. So that is what I'm thinking happened. And I don't know how we're going to resolve this, but we ended up waking up in this like trash pit. So that's where we're at least now. So that's my theory on what's kind of going on. Just because like, I wouldn't say it's a spoiler because I went through this in the beginning. It was more of a refresher and it kind of just reminded me of like, oh, wait a minute. This was a thing. So she was an old character. Yeah, she was an old character from like the way beginning. She was like the ultimate fashionista and she died. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I think that this was a trap by the mastermind, and they're using Junko's dead body to say that it was a new murder when there really wasn't a murder. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Yeah, how did he live? That's also another thing. I'm kind of like, how did he survive a fall like that? Rattle, rattle. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure? How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. See, now it's bothering me that the chat is there, so now I'm like, I have to fix this now. I have to fix this before continuing. Let's see here, let's see. I can do this, I can fix it. We got this. A little hiccup in the stream, but we got this. Okay, let's see here now. Where would be a good place to have it? I think... Oops. Maybe here? Is that good? I feel like that's good. Let's see. Alright, let's see here now. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. but that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. Honestly, same. I would also go to sleep. I would just be like, I think it's bedtime here. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. What is that? G-crunch? G-crunch. What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Oh, wait, as I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from above. Well, what could it have been? Oh, well, let's see what it is. Yeah, something new. Oops, there we go. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me. Who died last time? Honestly, I don't think anyone actually died last time. I think they used Junko's dead body as a corpse. So I genuinely don't think anyone died last time. I think the last trial, if I'm remembering correctly, was Celeste's trial with the double homicide. But I think that was it. My will to live. Hi, Tommy. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good day today. I'm still a little sicky, but not as bad as I was. Definitely feeling a lot better. I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Oh my god, it's Kyoko. She has a cup of noodles on her head too. Why does she look like that? Why? She got the little egg swirly. Sorry, I don't know why that's so funny to me. Oh my god. This place smells awful. I bet it does. Wait, she just came in like as trash. How did she not die from the fall too? Like, what was in there to break her fall? Kyoko.
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. Her face, she's like, I'm here to save you. And the first thing you bring up is how there's garbage in my hair. Hi, glowing. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a good day today. Noodlehead Kyoko. I don't know why I cracked up so hard with that. That was so funny to me. Just see, look, oh my gosh, I just noticed she also has like a little shrimp on her head too. It She looks so unamused. It looks like a little crown on her head. It's kind of cute the more I look at it. She's a snack, absolutely. A whole snack, a whole cup noodle. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again. I would have literally wiped it off. I wouldn't have shooken it off. I would have been like, get this mess off of me. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Oh man, I would be crying. I'd have been like, thank you so much for giving me food. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. That really hit the spot. Now, I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Kyoko, tell me what's going on up there. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt? Or, no, to atone. Atone?
you...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. Aw, that's sad. But it's true, she did. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. Well, I mean, she did come down here. Granted, I also don't know how long Makoto has been down here for. I don't know how long he hasn't eaten. I don't know any of that. What I do know is that she did end up coming down here, which means a lot. You know, she didn't have to. She could have kept Makoto down there to die and just continued life. It reminds me of SpongeBob Krusty Krab hat. Yes. I would have ate like an animal. Exactly, absolutely. I would have just like probably choked and died. It would have been hilarious, but that probably would have been what happened. Noodles are the secret killer. Yeah, it's actually the noodles.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Let's find out what it is. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. Ooh, we're gonna find out about Kyoko. I think Kyoko is the one we know the least about. I kind of wish that I got to know her more because I'm not sure if I'm gonna have any more free time at this point. I don't know what's gonna kind of happen after. Hi, and welcome. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having fun. I've been hello. I've been looking at all the pictures and I'm like always hungry every time I see the post. I'm like, yes, I want to eat, but I also don't feel well enough to eat solid food. So I'm like, soup is good. But I'm doing better. I'm doing a lot better. How's the trip? I know you'll be back Saturday, so you got a whole week before coming back. Oh, yeah, my voice is still... It was actually a lot better yesterday, but this morning it was like really cold compared to yesterday's warmth, and I think it just like messed up my whole system, and I'm kind of like relapsing again because I was feeling chilled and a little feverish, but it's definitely gotten a lot better. So I have enough energy to be like, I want to play Danganronpa. So I'm just like, yes, I want to play. I have time to play, so I'm gonna play. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. Oh. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak.
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did once. Once. Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. Oh, okay. So the reason why she wasn't telling people is because she literally could not remember what her ultimate was. So while everyone else remembered, she's the only one who didn't. That's wild. So she has to be fairly important for the mastermind, I guess, to cause some kind of amnesia. And I think I even said that too, like sometimes comas can cause amnesia. So maybe no one else got it but her, if she's like not an important character. Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of... Why specifically Kyoko? I'm trying to think of like what her ultimate could be, just based off of like what we don't know what her ultimate is yet, because she had forgotten what it was. So just in knowing who she is and getting to know her through like all the class trials and everything, I'm like trying to think of what her ultimate could be, because she is a very I don't want to, it's not tedious, she's a very observant person, and I'm trying to think of what kind of ultimate would be based on like observation. I can't really think of anything. Maybe she was like a cop or something. I don't know, but like there's no cops that are teenagers and stuff like that. So I am not sure. Maybe we're about to find out and I'm just stalling over. Maybe I'm just like, huh? But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. See? They stole my memory. So she is important, but why? Why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plan. Oh, so the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. Oh, okay, so she still doesn't have her memory. She still has no idea who she is. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba, that was what her name was. I think that she's the mastermind, and she used Junko's dead body as a way to get rid of either Kyoko or Makoto, because I think those are the two main problems for the mastermind. Okay, I think things are starting to fall into place now. This is amazing. That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. Huh?
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Huh? It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Okay, so I'm gonna say that that was a memory from prior to when everyone lost their memory. Because I remember we had kinda, I believe, talked about, so like, at least my theory was that they were put in a coma for a while, and then they woke up with their memory gone, which is why so much time had passed and why dust had collected at the school and stuff. So I think, yeah, that he's having some flashbacks. That he's having some flashbacks of prior to the amnesia is what I'm thinking. Oh, hi, Booyah. Welcome. Sorry, I am still a bit sickies. I was fine yesterday, but for some reason today it said, no, I don't think so. But yes, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. Thank you so much for the hydrate and stretch. I need to pour some more water actually. Hope you feel better. Thank you so much. Glowing. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely feel better. I think it's just the weather and it going from like hot to cold is just really messing up with my recovery. So it is what it is. I'll pretend to give you a cough drop. Actually, I should take some. I do have some here. Let me drink first and then stretch and then cough drop. Oh my god, that water helped me. I know, yeah. Mine is like a little bit of a mixture. So I have chronic bronchitis that I get where my bronchioles are just like, I'm just not going to work as much. It's probably because I'm a smoker and that tends to happen with smokers. So don't smoke, guys. It's going to mess up with your bronchioles. But, so I do get chronic bronchitis, and when I went to urgent care, they were kind of like, yeah, you have a fever of like 101, but that's not really due to the bronchitis. So they essentially diagnosed me with bronchitis and a pretty bad virus that was causing the fever. So I'm on like medication. I got a new inhaler. They used a nebulizer on me, which opened up my airway. Actually, I should use my inhaler too. That's probably going to help me. Thanks for reminding me to do this stuff, guys. Thanks for reminding me to take care of myself. And I still need a stretch. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I do. I feel like I can breathe a little bit better now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I keep forgetting to use my inhaler. I will save you because you're sick. Once you will get better, I will spend a wild amount of crazy redeems. Thank you. Yes, I know. I still have the workout one open right now. I should probably not have that one active just because I'm not feeling well. I probably wouldn't be able to do it, so I'm gonna do that now before I forget. I'm just gonna turn it off temporarily, and then once I'm feeling like a lot better, that's when I will bring it back. Get my workout in. But yes, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'm gonna actually drink some more water. Oh, I just read what you said. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. I'm really glad that it didn't turn out to be dangerous because so many things adding up could have been. I know, yeah. They were afraid that I actually had walking pneumonia. I've had that before too. It really sucked. I hated that. I had to be on medication. That sucked, but I'm glad it's just kind of like bronchitis and a bad virus. And hopefully that virus is like leaving my system so the fever doesn't come back and stuff. But anyway. Back to the game because I want to finish it. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it today, but we'll see. I'm going to definitely try to because I think I'm close to the end. I thought I was close to the end last time, but I think I'm actually like close to the end now. But yes, thank you, thank you. I do need some reminders though that I need to take care of myself too. So thank you guys. Back to the story. Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I've never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Alright, what else do you got to say to me? You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Okay, so now we're gonna find out what her actual ability is. You mentioned your ability. My ability? What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. I wasn't too far off. I said cop. I wasn't too far off. So she's the ultimate detective. Okay. Okay. See? Okay. I feel so validated. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. I had to find someone. Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father? Huh? Hello? Huh? What do you mean? What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. What? Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
no matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I
understand that you want to do things the right way. Want to accomplish as many objectives as possible, but at the end of the day, you should take care of yourself. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely something I do need to work on. I'm gonna try, like, taking better care of myself, you know, like at least taking my vitamins again. I'm probably not drinking as much water as I used to, so definitely need to start hydrating myself more. Also, that tip earlier, don't smoke, very true, don't smoke cigarettes, smoke weed instead. No, weed has the same effect as cigarettes. It still messes with my bronchioles, but I would actually prefer people smoke weed than cigarettes. That's a personal preference, so, like, to me. You don't have to do any of it. If anything, don't even smoke weed. If you're gonna do weed, do edibles instead. As long as you're the legal age and it's legal where you live. I would say that. Don't put things in your lungs, essentially, is what I'm going with, because you will end up like me, getting chronic bronchitis, hopefully no COPD down the line, so yeah, watch yourself, y'all. Take care of your lungs, because you don't want to sound like me and, like, go through coughing and stuff and not being able to breathe. That's not a fun time. Yeah, CBD is better than weed. The CBD is what gives you the body without the head high, which is nice. I prefer that too, to be honest. I've delayed you to No worries, line. No worries at all. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna try and start taking better care of myself. I think that's one of the bigger things, especially like with work and stuff. So I'm gonna need to be healthier. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
however,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
so
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes, to confirm my suspicion. I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that... hello. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues. So I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. Ooh. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized Whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So,
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important and really ominous. Alright, Kyoko, what else do we gotta talk about?
however,
Of course, once I got to the... There were no cameras and no more... Wait, didn't we already talk about that? It's hard to describe all I can say. Maybe I'm supposed to
So-
continue the conversation. Hang on. Maybe I'll go past that point.
however,
Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. Okay, there was. That's why I was like, well, it's not letting me continue. Yeah, you're right, though. I've tried smoking it once. It was great being high, and that's the cheapest way that I know of the year. Yeah. What wasn't so great is that I smoked way too much for my first time, so I got... Oh my gosh, yeah. That has happened to me before, too. I couldn't even throw up. It was the worst. I thought I was dead. I know that sounds terrible. It was like... I had an edible, though, for that one. And I literally thought I wasn't breathing anymore. I probably wasn't, but... It literally felt like my body was a rock, but I was floating at the same time. So I was like, am I dead right now? Is this what being dead feels like? It was wild. A wild time. Highly do not suggest doing that. Don't do it. It's not a fun time. You can't even sleep when you want to. It's awful. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. Because it's not Mukuro, it's Junko's body. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. So it was a trap. See, that's why I'm like, it was Junko's body that was used. And it was meant to kill Kyoko. Get you killed.
indeed,
I stole that key and disappeared. And in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? Okay, but if that was the point of the class trial, why did Monokuma kill or try to kill Makoto instead? That's what I also don't get. If this was a trap for Kyoko, because again, they're using Junko's dead body. At least I'm assuming, just because I kind of got a recap of like what the first chapter was like. I am like, okay, that has to be Junko's body. It looks dead ass like her body. So I feel like it has to be her body, and Mukuro was using it to frame Kyoko, which is the whole trap thing, right? But why did Monokuma, the mastermind, say, like, agree that it was Makoto? That's what I don't get either. Yeah, that's just not making sense to me, at least. That being said, I've been having a urge to get high again soon. I should not, but yeah, I mean, if you already kind of have a feeling that you shouldn't, I would personally say not to, but like, if you're like, no, I'm in a good headspace to do this, like, that to me, I'm like, yeah, go for it. Like, you know your body, but if you kind of have this inkling that you shouldn't, I highly say that you, like, shouldn't do it. If I'm ever like even for me, when I got sick, I was like, I definitely shouldn't. And I didn't, which I think helped with part of the recovery. But then, of course, when I started feeling a little better, I said, haha, let me go ahead and do it. Which is also why I think I'm relapsing. It's a combination of a bunch of stupid stuff. To me. Don't be me, guys. Take better care of yourselves. I need to take better care of myself. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. Which technically we succeeded. I killed her first before, like, Makoto woke up from the dream and was like, ah, none of that was real. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. It wasn't Mukuro. It was Junko. I genuinely believe it is Junko's dead body. Well, again, I have to let it play out because, like, I was lucky, or not lucky, like, I was fortunate enough to rewatch Blob's Danganronpa, the first chapter, so that I could kind of get this refresher. So I'm kind of like, I feel like if I didn't get that refresher, I wouldn't tie the two together. I wouldn't be like, oh, you know, that's Junko's dead body. I would have, because I already completely forgot until I saw her again and was like, wait a minute, she also had red nails. But she didn't have that mark on her hand. But again, like, makeup could also get, you know, hide that. And if they poured water on her, it could have washed off and stuff like that. And that's why we were able to see it. So, you know, there's so many things. But wait, wasn't it Mukuro that was in Fenrir and not Junko? Because Junko was the fashionista. Right? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Some math ain't mathin'. I need more information now. Now I'm like, hold on. Hang on. Is it Mukuro? I like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim.
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during the night? I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death, huh? I thought that you were a detective. I didn't know that you were also the ultimate clairvoyant, Kyoko. The ultimate psychic as well. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases, just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room, and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
This is a lot of chocolate. I took it with me. Hope it'll keep help for connection too. Oh, nice, nice, nice. That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to, I know, Ra was over here like making loud footsteps, and Kyoko said, huh? Kyoko coming for the rescue. I know she is. She's here to save our boy Makoto. Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. Cute duo. I agree. I think that they're such a cute duo. I think Makoto and Kyoko like just do well together also, like in class trials. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
See, what I'm also thinking, if it is Junko's body, right? Like, the mastermind could have easily tattooed that onto Junko. Like, I can think of other possibilities. Like, yeah, the mastermind could have put that mark on Junko to make it seem like it was Mukuro as well. So I'm still kind of like leaning towards Mukuro being the mastermind and was like laying this trap for Kyoko and Makoto. I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. Other? Yeah, thank you, Makoto. I'm like the other ultimate despair. There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. Okay, Kyoko being the ultimate detective kind of makes me lean towards that is actually Mukuro Ikusaba's body. But why would she pretend to be Junko, right? Unless Junko's the mastermind, right? And like all of this was like some kind of... No, that does make sense. Because again, like why would Junko's body has the mark of Fenrir on it when it was Mukuro Ikusaba that had the Fenrir tattoo, or like supposed to have a Fenrir tattoo because she joined that mercenary guild. I'm so confused. It's still okay. So the mastermind still could be Mukuro Ikusaba and is framing Junko as well, like or like using Junko's body to be some kind of like not deterrent, but like confuse essentially. I'm so lost. There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, I forgot that was a thing. I forgot that there was a big giant event that had happened too. The tragedy. Whoever is responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
It would seem.
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. And they're,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Oh. I actually didn't finish the chapter. What the heck? Okay, so I didn't finish. Okay. Now we're in chapter 6. You received the Dream Island rocket present. Yes. 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 The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolute vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. Exposed his ass. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Alright, time to get out of here. We're gonna find out the truth. Hey, Kyoko. We can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then, click. Yes, it opened. That key is like the key SCP. Yeah, it's the skeleton key SCP. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember what the SCP number is, but I'm pretty sure it's called like the skeleton key. I think. Yeah, I remember. That's like, I think one of the OG ones too. One of the OG SCPs. I used to be so obsessed with them. I used to read the wiki all the time. I never played the game. I was way too afraid to, but like, I used to read the wikis. I loved SCPs. I don't remember a lot of them, but I remember some of them because the stories were just so cool. I can open any locked door no matter where, what kind of door. Yeah, yeah, skeleton keys are so cool. And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Alright, chapter 6, y'all. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Alright, this is definitely sounding like the final chapter. So we'll see how far along we can get into it. I am hoping that I can beat it, but we'll see. I'm talking a lot, so I keep stalling. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Oh, I'm glad that it kind of blocks out its shadows. Why'd they do that? I wish that they made them wear shorts, at least. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Yeah, how did they both live? How did they literally both survive that kind of fall? I don't understand. I could never climb that ladder. I would not survive that. Absolutely not. I would literally need to sit down at a certain point. I would just be like, I am tired, and then just give up. See, I would never survive. Like, when I really think about like either post-apocalyptic or like any kind of apocalyptic world, I'm like, no, I'm dying. I'm one of the first people to die. I'm going round one. Like, I'm not surviving this at all. Not me. Absolutely not. No.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So,
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work
Well,
is
this
in my
fucking
blood.
money is disgusting.
Thank you so much, Noobsy. It was one of yours. Disgusting. Noobsy thinks it was one of them. Dude, that caught me so off guard. I got so scared. That was good. Who is it, Noobsy? Who do you think it was? It's one of yas, but which one of yas? You know, those metal armor and those huge swords that are almost as tall as a person. Let me see. I could survive, I guess. Zombie apocalypse would be cool. Not gonna lie. I'd look for a museum and take their knights' armors and swords. Oh, okay, yeah, no. That other sentence makes way more sense now. I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, I don't know. Even with the zombie apocalypse, like, it's so funny. My family and I have actually talked about that, and my mom is one of the people is like, I'm not going to outrun a zombie. Just make sure I don't become one. So, like, sever my spine and use my body as bait. And I was just like, dang, Mom, that's wild. Thanks, sound alerts. That was like a whole minute late, but I'm proud of you. You did it. You let us know. You did it. But yeah, no, my mom's a real one for that. She was like, yeah, just make sure I don't become a zombie. So, like, sever the spinal, like, my spine so I don't become one. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I'm just going to die with you. She was like, don't do that. I thought I was delayed, but damn, sound alerts be on some shit. I know, right? I was like, hello, sound alerts? A whole minute late. But I'm proud. I'm proud of Sound Alerts for doing its job. It said, oh, by the way, Noobsy played this sound earlier, a minute ago, for 500 channel points. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh. I swear, sometimes I just need to go to the next line to see what Makoto says, because, like, every time, oh, not every time, but, like, almost every time I've done that, Makoto has also said the same thing, and I'm like, we're just the same person right now. But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things. And to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Oh, I get it. That's why no one can say like what her ultimate was, because like they went undercover essentially for however many years, And we're like, yeah. That's why no one knows about us. So it makes sense why even in the forums, they didn't have any information on Kyoko, and the reason why no one knew what her ultimate was. Okay, so like a lot of things are kind of lining up. So it is sounding like this is probably going to be the last chapter, because like a lot of questions are getting answered. So I'm assuming soon I'm going to get more answers to some of my questions.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face. What is it?
So,
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. I love that we get to know more about her. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Kyoko was one of the people we genuinely knew the least about. So I am actually happy that we are getting to know more of her backstory. And it makes sense, like, why no one knew about her, too, is because, like, even she didn't know because of the amnesia and her memories getting taken. So I'm so glad that, like, I'm glad that this game is actually answering questions instead of creating more. Like, of course it was creating more questions, but now that we're kind of hitting this peak, it's actually answering a lot of questions that we previously had, and like even again telling us more about Kyoko. So as far as game wise goes, like this has been such great storytelling to me. Like it's really just been, I've been having such a great time playing this game. If anything, I think about playing it all the time. Like, that's why I was like, oh, I wish I could stream more because I want to play this game. Like, but I didn't want to play it off stream because, like, I wanted to experience this moment with everyone too. It's like we're all so invested in this now, and I'm just so glad that we are able to really figure out like what is going on. I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys can tell. I am just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. Okay. Anyway. Moving forward. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
however,
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather. They had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that, compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know? He had his own life to live. Ooh, actually, sorry, hold on. I will be right back. My bladder literally punched me and said, haha, it's time. Um, be right back, hang on. Hi. Sorry. I'm back. I went out to go potty and we had guests and I was like, oh, I have to go, say hello. But yes, I'm back. I am so sorry. I'm here. We can continue. Sorry, that was much longer than I was anticipating, but let's let's continue the journey. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing I can never forgive. Ah, thank you. Yes, thank you. Really?
so
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that?
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Yep, exactly. That whole quote, blood is thicker than water, that's not even the full quote. Hang on, let me look it up. It's the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. That is literally the whole quote. And what it means is that like the blood of the covenant, meaning like the bonds that you make outside of like your family bonds, is so much stronger. And I totally agree with that. Or at least like that's my interpretation of it. Maybe I'm the wrong one here, but that's why I'm like, yes. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Like your family, of course, will always be your family, but the bonds that you choose to make are stronger because you chose them. It wasn't just not handed, but like it wasn't because you didn't have a choice. You chose to make these covenants with people. You chose to make these bonds with people, which is so much stronger than what you can have with family members sometimes. Like sometimes family is just, I know it sounds awful. Like sometimes family can just be family, but your friends can mean a lot more. And I genuinely think it's really up to the person, however they want to have their relationships with their family and friends. But I totally agree with it that sometimes you can have stronger bonds with people who are not blood related to you. And I agree with it. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Thank you, Kyoko. Only connected by blood, not by heart and soul, or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. See, I really like Kyoko for saying stuff like that, to be honest. Like, that is so good. That is so good. I really love that so much. I trust my friends so much more with my private issues. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Kyoko stating facts. Yeah, exactly. She is just stating straight facts right there. Family are the persons you choose to get around you. Yeah, family, like, you don't have a choice of who your family is. Like, that is just given to you. But it's so true. You can choose the friends. Like, you can choose the company you keep. And that could also include family, right? Like, it doesn't exclude them, that you can still choose to have them in your life. It was just that it was never a choice to begin with. But you can still choose whether or not you want them in your life. So instead, I said nothing. Yeah, Kyoko out. When did this game come out again? I forgot, but I think a lot of people probably, let me look it up. A lot of people at that time probably needed to hear it, because like for the longest time, I know that we've had the quote, the whole blood is thicker than water thing, without ever knowing what the full quote was. When did Danganronpa come out? November 25th, 2010. It's gonna be 13 years, November 25th. That's a long time. This is an old game. I didn't realize how old it was. But yeah, no, I definitely think a lot of people at the time probably needed to hear that, because I know a lot of even my generation have been taught that, like, you know, family is always going to be there and and you can't turn your back on family. So I think this was like, for 2010 too, for a lot of people, it was probably so good to hear someone say, like, you know, the only thing that connects us is blood, and that's it. There's nothing else there. And I'm like, damn, like, that's hard, but like, it needed to be said. Someone needed to say it, and it was Kyoko. And now she's like one of my favorite characters after that. After getting to know Kyoko more, I am like, I love her as a character, as a person. Like, she said, I mean, again, 2010, right? She probably just said things that would be shunned upon at the time, which in 2010s, I can totally see that. I think that's also around the time of people starting to really talk about how, like, family isn't always everything. So I'm like, okay, it's all kind of lining up. I gotta go, sadly. Oh, no worries, Lion. Hey, enjoy. Have a good time. I hope you're having fun camping. I can't wait to see more pictures of food and the scene. So enjoy your time. Thank you so much. Yeah, get lots of rest. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. What a long climb. Looks like this is it. What a long climb to have a conversation like that. Like, even with the pauses, even if I didn't pause, I feel like that was still a very long conversation. Like, that was a high climb. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... looks like we're back. Girl, my hands would have been in pain. Am I like, for real? No, like, seriously, I would have fallen. Like, I would have McFallen and never gotten up. Like, that would have been it. I would have been like, I am trash now. That's it. I now belong to garbage. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Honestly, same, Kyoko. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Alright, Kyoko, let's talk. What else do we got going on? So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out, and it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. I guess we're going to the gym. I think I can fast travel. How do I do that again? I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, just send me here. There we go. To the gym. Alright, Monokuma, what do you have to say to us? Let's find out.
Well now.
Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have such a hard time doing his voice. I probably won't be able to, but let me try first. Hey. Absolutely not. I'm not even gonna try. No, I just did try, and absolutely not. Sorry, everyone. No Monokuma voice from me today. Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't.
But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again. And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose?
Hey.
You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted me and wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
You reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Get him, Kyoko. Get Monokuma. Tell him off. But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been griped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
Is it griped or gripped? I can't read. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence.
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope. Damn, get him, Kyoko. Get Monokuma. You tell him.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Get him, Kyoko. Get Monokuma. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to
then
do.
I suggest you take my advice. Kyoko ate him up. Absolutely, she did. She ate him up. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
It's
One
time.
final battle between hope and despair.
Oh, thank you for reading for me, Kyoko.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Very. I love Monokuma's music. It's so good.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Not the pun, not the puns. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Bear it!
But this is a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawning around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
Oh my god, I hate him, but his puns are good, not gonna lie. Absolutely. The Monokuma puns are so good. I love it so much. All the bear puns are so cute. When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? Oh. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why did he go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo-hoo. His music is so silly. It is. That's why I love it so much. Like, he's such a dark character, and then here's his music. Super silly. Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Hi, Amen. Welcome. Thank you so much for the hydrate and stretch. Let me go ahead and do that now. Give me one moment. Oh, I needed that. And now for good. Stretch. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Hi, I hope you're having a good Tuesday. Welcome. We just confronted Monokuma and called him a little liar for trying to accuse Makoto of being a murderer. Are you doing well? You sound like you need some rest. Yeah, I'm still recovering from being sick. I definitely feel better compared to before. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of sounding the way I do, because I'm still like a little sickies. We'll see how far I can go. I'm like personally invested on trying to beat this game today, but we'll kind of see, because I am already kind of starting to feel a little like icky again. But we're hydrating, trying to keep cool. But thank you so much for coming. And again, thank you so much for the hydrate and stretch too. I needed it. and just like that. Oops. I feel like I read it earlier. I hope I did. I can hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember when the mastermind said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that. Oh, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That does make a lot of sense. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable oh my gosh. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. Oh! Okay, so the reason why Monokuma and like the school regulations were such a huge thing was because Monokuma, or like the ultimate despair, wanted the world to see hope killing itself, essentially. Okay, so that explains why it's being broadcasted. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. Monokuma just have a hate boner for Hope. He does. Monokuma's just like, absolutely not. Hope cannot exist at all. Only despair. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. Yeah, because then that would give people hope. It was like, well, here are these people who was following the rules, but ended up still getting killed. So, of course, people would have hope of being able to conquer despair. But if, like, despair gets, or if hope gets beaten in a fair and square game of, like, you know, killing and stuff, people aren't really going to have much hope, because here are these people who are supposed to be like the hope, I guess, of the world for whatever reason, because they go to Hope's Peak Academy, right? So here it is, like, the world's hope killing each other. So, like, what point is there to have hope? So I at least, I think, am understanding that correctly. Hopefully, I think. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least. I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic. Oh, I don't think that's
However.
pathetic. Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time. Get him,
Correct.
Kyoko. Now we're Byakuya. Instead of Byakuya being like, you tell him Makoto. Now Makoto's like, yeah, you tell him Kyoko. Oh, how the turntable. Well, I guess it's not really turntables because it's not Byakuya we're saying it to. But now we're essentially projecting it onto Kyoko instead. We're just like, yeah, Kyoko, you tell him. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we can begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Alright, yeah, oops, wrong button. I like fast traveling now. It's so much easier. I would much rather fast travel. Alright, Byakuya, let's talk to you first. Where is he? Let's see. Alright, Byak. Oh, wait, no, that's Oh, Mondo. Mondo Butter. This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside?
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Okay, so now we got Byakuya. Junko. Oh, let's see Stinky Toko. I wonder if she's still stinky. This is Toko's room. Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. No Stinky Toko either. Let's see. Aoi, are you alive? This is Hina's room. Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. And then Hero is the last one. This is Hero's room. Is he inside? Where is everyone? Come on, we need to keep looking. Okay, well... I'm gonna go in the cafeteria because I think that's generally where we always go. Okay, Anna let me in. Cool. And suddenly, we were greeted with... Oh! I don't even know what he's saying here, to be honest. I'm just like, huh? By the way, CV, your streams caused me to play Danganronpa 2 and 3. Oh! Yay! I still haven't finished 3 yet, because too busy, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so happy, though. Yay! I'm probably... I want to play the second one. I have all of the games. So once I finish this one, I'll probably already hop into the next game too. I'm so excited. I do know a little bit more about the second game. So I will just say I have some spoilers on the second game. I don't really know anything about the third game at all though. And then I know that there's like Ultimate Despair Girls, which is like an in-between of 2 and 3, I think. And then the anime too. I do want to watch the anime actually. I'll do that next. Well, not next, but like I'll play the second game and then Ultimate Despair Girl and then like the anime and then the third game. You again? What is he even saying? Is he broken? But how are you enjoying the second one? Are you enjoying the third one? Is it good to you? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Yeah, I think he's saying math. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah. Oh.
Makoto?
Ew, why does Toko's face look like that? Byakuya actually looks pretty happy to see us, I'm not gonna lie. He's just like, oh shit, you're alive. 2 is really fun and 3 is a bit buggy on P. Oh, dang. I hope it's not too bad, because I also play on PC, so... Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Hiro literally always thinks everyone is a ghost. All the time. It's amazing. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Oh, Makoto. Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, do we smell worse than Toko? We smell worse than stinky Toko.
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Oh my god. He was like so excited to see his friends, and then they were like, ew, you're stinky. And he was like, you can all die now. Alright, we'll talk to Hiro first. We'll go from like left to right. Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. Like Cleopatra? No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Yeah, who is that? I'm assuming he meant Cleopatra. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say that they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. Byakuya is smug as ever, and I love it. I love it for him. So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And no dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? You stink. Are you rotten?
I'm telling you.
Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. Toko, why does your face look like that? Oh no, I hate it. I hate when she looks like that. Can you not make that face? Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. Okay, but here's the thing. I may be stinky, but at least Byakuya
Honestly,
will talk to me.
you're a real one.
Oh.
3 months? Wow.
Oh my gosh, MedPen, thank you so much for the 3-month subs. Oh my gosh, it's already been 3 months. I feel like I haven't streamed much though, for at least
There was
4
fucking
months.
one of yous. Disgusting!
Alright, Glowing, who you think it is? Which one of yous do you think it is? Which one of them's the stinkiest? Is it Toko? Is it Makoto? But yes, thank you so much, MedPen. Thank you for subscribing for 3 months. Thank you. Sorry, I wish I could give a little bit more energy. But thank you. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. We all know Toko is stinky. That's true. We still haven't had confirmation if she has showered since coming here. And I don't know how long it's been. It's been, I think, at least a couple of weeks. So she's like real stinky. She has that stinky mind, TBH. Dropping by because I almost never have time to come chill out. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, enjoy the lurk. Enjoy. Enjoy your stay in the garden. But yeah, no, I think Toko still might be stinkier because, like, his is surface level garbage smell, and he's, like, willing to shower. But Toko's like, no, I don't want to shower. I want to stay stinky. There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial. Yes, we're redoing Mukuro Ikusaba's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
Byakuya. Yes, Byakuya senpai. He still lives. He lives. But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Byakuya is so observant. Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
Poor hero, he's like, no, please, I've lived this long. Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
Yeah, I love Yasuhiro. I know, he's our himbo. I love it. I love Yasuhiro. He's so funny. He's a funny character. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other
Interesting.
words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall frickin' order. It is, actually. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. Or just an idiot. You can still be funny and an idiot. I'm not so sure about that. Well, I guess some people wouldn't find Hiro to be funny. That's true. He is definitely an idiot, though. Funny is subjective. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Why not? You can't agree? Why not? Yeah, thank you, Makoto. Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why? Watch like Hina's been the mastermind this whole time. That would truly blindside me. I mean, like, the playing dumb bit, like, I would be like, okay, I totally get that. But, like, I genuinely think she's kind of airheaded. So I would be so thrown off if she was the mastermind. And same thing with Hiro, too. I think those two would be the most, like, mind-boggling for me. I'd just be like, I never saw that coming at all. Oh man, don't take him too seriously. Byakuya is a funny, amazing, great, wonderful, smart character. I can't hate him though. He's just iconic to me. Byakuya is better than everyone. I feel like I would love Makoto being a mastermind too. Actually, you know what? That would also be pretty interesting if this game, like where the mastermind, if like there was multiple choices kind of depending. I'm assuming that all of this is linear. I have no idea. But it would be amazing to see like if like depending on who you got close to and stuff like that before any of the murders were happening, and then that ended up resulting in who the outcome of the mastermind is. Like that would be so interesting to me. But I'm also again assuming that this is a linear story that's being told and that the mastermind, there's only like one. Well, I mean, Kyoko brought up that there's like more than one mastermind, but like that there's essentially one or two villains in this game. But it would be interesting if it was based on who you got close to during like the earlier stages of the game. Like that would be wild. Wonder why coming to this level of the game there's still always more mysteries to clear. I know, right? Like I'm almost certain this is the last chapter, just because like Monokuma's like, okay, well you have to also solve the mystery of the school. So not only are we gonna find out who actually killed Mukuro / Junko, we'll also find out like why everyone was at this school. So like this has to be the last chapter, at least like what I'm thinking. And no answer. Yeah, unfortunately it's linear, but that idea is definitely amazing. Might be helpful for developers to... I know, yeah, with 16 characters, to try and write, like, there's so many outcomes that you can have. So I totally get the reason why. I think maybe if it was a smaller group, like maybe even 8 of them, I think it probably would have been a lot easier to make a game like that. But because there are 16 of them, it's totally understandable why that would be extremely difficult. But like that would be super cool, and then that way you have like different endings and stuff, Black Mirror style. Yeah, see, I also haven't really watched Black Mirror. I think I've only seen like 3 episodes of season 1, and I just couldn't do it personally. But I've heard such good things about the series. But that would be cool, like if that's how it played out, that depending on who you got close to and stuff would depend on who the mastermind is. I'm sure that there's a game out there that's like that. I just don't know what that game is. But like it sounds cool.
So in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. But there's one more that we don't know about. Also, while we're here, look at Junko's nails. Tell me that that is not the same as Mukuro Ikusaba's body. Like, those are the same nails. Like, they have to be the same person. Like, maybe Junko's not even here. Maybe, like, the mastermind is someone else completely, like, different. Because, like, maybe we actually haven't even met Junko. This was just someone portraying as them. Maybe Junko died, like, way before this even started, right? And Mukuro was just pretending to be Junko. Like, I just have a feeling that the person we're seeing is Junko. Or the person we're seeing in the beginning was Mukuro. And I don't think Junko was at least ever part of it. I think Mukuro pretended to be Junko, and that there is a 16th student here. It's unfair for characters to die early and we can't get to know them more. I know. I want to get to know Leon more, since, like, he was the first one to do the murdering. And, like, we got to know Sayaka, but I didn't get to know Leon. So I think I want to get to know all the characters. I can't wait. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
That's right.
Hero. I'm actually smarter than all of you. I feel like he would say, I know, right? Like, all of a sudden he's gonna stop talking about alien stuff and he's gonna be like, actually, I've been playing dumb this whole time. And then he's, like, actually wearing a wig and he takes it off and he's just like, I don't know, some average looking dude who's actually the mastermind. That would be so funny. And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
Same, I wanted to know more about Chihiro. I was so sad with Chihiro because I started to get to know her, like, towards the end, and she ended up being the one murdered, and I was so sad. I was like, I only got to know her once. I wish I got to know Chihiro more. I was so sad. I like knowing about Taka. That was nice. Like, getting to know Taka more, and then getting to know Byakuya more as well. Those two were actually really interesting. Like, their backstories are really interesting. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. That's true. Yeah, see? And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I guess, like, a way of countering that is, like, what if he has an autopilot mode sort of thing, right? Because, like, in this kind of universe, like, there's been so many things that you can do that I wouldn't be too shocked if, like, Monokuma had an autopilot. But I can't wait for Stevie to play the next game, get attached to new characters, and be sad. I know. We love it. Game of Thrones style. Let me get close to all the main characters and then get disappointed as they die. I'm actually kind of excited. I know this sounds awful. I'm excited to see the trial executions. Like, all of them have been interesting. And I want to, after I beat the first game, I do want to look more into like the executions, because I have a feeling that like everything had meaning. Like, why did Mondo turn into butter? Like, that confuses me because he was a motorcyclist. So like, why would he turn to butter? And I have a feeling like there's either got to be some kind of inside joke that the creators did, like, to make him Mondo butter or something. So I do kind of want to see stuff like that once I beat the game. I've been actively trying not to see anything just because I don't want to be spoiled. And this game was pretty disgusting. I'm forgetting what chapter 2 was. I forgot the sequence of like the murders and stuff. I know for sure Leon and Sayaka were the first one. Who was the second one? Was the second one Mondo?
Honestly, you're a real one.
CVX0 Steve Love.
Oh, thank you so much, Dirt. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Hold on. Did it work? Haha, it worked. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you've been having a good Tuesday. I hope everything's been going well. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so it was Mondo. So the second trial was Mondo and Chihiro. And then who was the third trial? The third trial. Oh my gosh, I've literally forgotten the sequence of the trials. Was it Celeste? Was she the next one? Oh my gosh. Okay, so third was Celeste. Okay. Okay, how are you? I'm sorry you've been sick. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm definitely at least starting to feel a lot better compared to before. The talking is probably not helping me, but I really want to beat this game. So I'm like, yes, I need to do it. I need to beat this game. Yeah, the way he turned to butter disgusted me. I know, I was just like, why'd they turn him into butter? Sorry, my voice cracked. Every time I try to make it like higher pitched, it just doesn't exist anymore. I can only stay at like a low pitch right now. But like, I don't understand why they turned Mondo into butter. That, oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I said I wanted to beat the game, and here I am just like la-di-da. But yes, that, yeah. We'll go through the order of the trials again. I can't remember them off the top of my head. Yeah, I saw you were live and I was like, I must hang out. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoy it. And again, sorry, like, I know I don't need to apologize for my raspy voice, but like, I hope the energy is at least still there. I hope it's still entertaining. And even though I can't really do like all the voices that I wanted to do, you know, we're doing our best here. That's what we're here for. We're here to have a good time and find out who people are murderers. I also realized that my PNG tuber is not wearing the correct outfit. She's not wearing her Hope's Peak outfit, so let me do that now. I'm like, hang on. She needs her Hope's Peak outfit going. We're winging it, y'all. We're doing things today. This is what we're doing. Okay, there we go. Fixed. Now she's in her high school outfit. Now she's ready to solve murder mysteries. We're ready to do this. I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Thank you, Hero. I also said the same thing. That means I'm an idiot. That means I'm the dumb one because I had the same idea as Hero. So that makes me stupid. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Thank you, Byakuya. Maybe I'm not as dumb. Well, maybe, but still. Ding dong bing bong. It's time, y'all. We know what the ding dong bing bong means.
This is a school announcement.
Also, Amin, whose ultimate were you thinking of? Because we did find out that Kyoko's ultimate is being the ultimate detective.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of
True
fairness,
ending mode,
I
huh?
will unlock every room in
Oh,
the
what's
school.
CD's ultimate? I am the ultimate at being sick, to be honest. I know that doesn't... Here I am wheezing. Actually, I should do my inhaler soon. But yeah, my ultimate is 100% just like I'm the ultimate sick person. I'm always sick. I actually got shingles at a young age. It was crazy. I hated that too. That's why I'm like, you know, maybe I'm like the ultimate bad luck student or something. Because I'm like, I always run into these things where the doctor's like, yeah, you have a slim chance of getting this. And then I was like, well, here it is. I got it. I got shingles at a young age. I was actually in my early 20s when I got shingles, which is like, it was painful. If y'all have had chicken pox, when you're in your 40s or 50s, you have a high chance of getting shingles. And I found out if you get shingles while you're young, you probably have high stress in your life that activates it. So try not to stress, as stressful of a world that we're in, so that if you've ever had chicken pox, your shingles doesn't act up until, you know, your 50s. But then by then you should be able to get your shingle shots. It's not fun. It hurts. I had to go to the hospital too because I was like just in so much pain, and they were like, you shouldn't be here. You have shingles. Oh gosh, Dirt. No, please. But yeah, so I am the ultimate sick person. That is my canon ultimate now. So in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room. Oh, in the school. Sorry, I was not paying attention to what he said. That's amazing.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
I love Monokuma's laugh. It is so good. It is such a good evil laugh is what it is. Such a nice murder bear. We love murder bears. We stand them. Bears that murder? Absolutely. Do your thing. Do your thing, 21. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. I almost did not say that word correctly. The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream, or without the cream, or coffee. So what, we're just an empty cup? Is that what you're saying, Toko? You're totally useless. So, bye. I'm trying to hold back my Byakuya slander on him. Honestly, I stand for slandering any of them. Because let me tell you, no human is perfect. So there's always, I know this sounds awful, but there's always something to slander about someone. Because we are human. And that's the thing. None of us are perfect. So slander away. He's not a real character. He's not real. You can't hurt his feelings. Hey, an empty cup isn't useless. You're right. Because you can always fill an empty cup with new knowledge. He's such an asshole. God, I love him. Almond's like, God, he's an asshole. Be an asshole to me. Don't be Toko, Almond. Don't do it. As long as you're not like Stinky Toko. But if that's who you are, you know, by all means, be Stinky Toko. Just don't murder anyone. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself with right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. What are you gonna do, hero? What are you gonna do?
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Oh, sorry. I hope you didn't hear that sneeze. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I can feel my nose getting itchy again. And I'm just like, is it allergies or am I getting sick again? Plus, thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
'cause, I mean,
Oh, hopefully that sneeze wasn't loud. I guess I should have, like, turned away from the mic. My bad if it was a loud sneeze for any headphone users. Much sorrow. My bad. But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. Aw, Hina's trying to be more useful. That's nice. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless. Aw, Hina. So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Oh, okay, I remember the murders now. Celeste was the third one. Sakura was the fourth one, and I cried. I don't know why my brain just went back to it. But I remember, yeah, Sakura's murder. You know, I cried for that one. That got me. And then after that, I think is when the fake murder happened. Right? Yeah. Okay. No, you're good. Okay, good. I'm glad it wasn't loud. I was a little concerned. I have loud sneezes. I try to stifle them. I scare people when I sneeze because it is like really loud. So you guys are lucky I was able to stifle it because I do have loud sneezes. Makoto being the sweetest person in the game. I know Makoto's being super nice like towards the end because he's like, we're all gonna die. No, I'm just kidding. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Alright, Kyoko, what do you gotta say? If I was in the murder school, I would have no dialogue in any of trials because I'd just be along for the ride. Absolutely. If I were in this situation, I would 100% either get murdered or just have no idea what was happening. I'd just be like, sorry, y'all, I am just a body here. I'm here to eat. And that's pretty much it. Like, I'm here for the food. We have unlimited food here. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm going straight to the kitchen and back to my room. And that's it. Y'all aren't seeing me. I am the 16th student. Y'all don't see me. That is me during this whole thing. I shut the fuck up too and be paranoid at everything. Exactly. Right? It's like, if y'all don't see me, like, for one, I can't be murdered. And two, like, I just be hiding. That's pretty much it. I'd be like, no, absolutely not. I am now a hermit. I don't talk to people anymore. I'm not getting murdered. I'm just here to eat. That's it. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
don't worry, you got this, boss. Absolutely not. Not when it comes to like murdering and stuff like that. One, I would probably be I'd be hero. I'd be saying some dumbass shit. And then everyone's like, you're an idiot. Stop talking. Let's solve this murder mystery. That would 100% be me. I'm locking myself in my room, but I'll take the food with. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, that's me too. I'm the type that's like, I'm just going to grab some food and I'm going into hiding and y'all are never going to see me. If I tried to speak up, I'd be bad at words and accidentally paint myself as a killer, even though I was completely innocent. Oh my gosh, absolutely. They'd be like, you were there at the time of the murder, and I'd be like, yeah. And then I'd die, and then everyone else would die, and the murderer would get away. Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground. Definitely. I do find that too. Like, if you all go in the same group, you're not going to have the time to search the whole school. It'd be too late and then the class trial would start. So it does actually make a lot more sense to split up. That makes... I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'm just going to say it's my sick brain. That's all. I'm just be like, it's my brain being sick. Can't think straight. And then we can get back to and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in this school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. Every time Kyoko says something sus, I'm just like, girl, you don't have to say it that way. You don't have to say by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone. Don't be too smart or you'll immediately get targeted. Be an idiot like Hiro. That's how he survived till the end. Yeah, you gotta be an idiot like Hiro and Hina. Just be bimbos. Just be airheaded. No, not a single thought. Not a single thought behind those eyes at all. I've played Among Us. I know I act suspicious under stress. Let me tell you, I am a terrible liar at playing Among Us. So whenever I play with my friends and my friends are like, "Are you the imposter?" I'm just like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Why would you just tell us that?" And I'm just like, I can't. I can try lying, but you know, it is. And then I get killed, and then it's like, yeah, she was the imposter. That's why it's like, sometimes it's not fun playing with me when I get imposter. So I always feel bad for my imposter mate. But it's like, I'll try and lie, and then people are like, "Are you lying?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I can't do it. Leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Ooh, okay, it's investigation time. True, I honestly be so sad. I'm sure they appreciate your honesty. Absolutely not. I'll be like, yeah, no worries. Yeah, please, rest your eyes. Take that screen break. Hello. Enjoy the lurk. Enjoy. Get some rest if you can, too. If you need to lie down, definitely lie down. My answer, IDK, how to lie. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's just one of those where I'm like, I don't know how to lie, so here we are. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the okay, perfect. We are revisiting again. This is fantastic. Okay. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. See, that's what makes me think, and especially with the red nail polish, that's why I'm like, that has to be Junko's body. And again, if that really was Junko and Mukuro is the mastermind, she could have easily like tattooed that Fenrir sign to make it seem like it's her, Mukuro, instead of Junko, right? So like that's kind of where I'm at, like thought process wise with the information that we have. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. So we essentially know the places we want to go. Let's go to the headmasters first. Let me see. Oh, that's for the garden. Oh wait, headmasters on the 4th floor, I think. Yeah, let's go to the headmaster's room first. Yes, okay, also, Dirt, I wish that my cat jam thing was working. So, like, I was trying to work on it. I was working on it last night. That's why some of my stuff looks a little bit different. Like, I worked on the channel point sound bits and stuff like that. And I was also trying to do the emotes as well. So like we have the magic 8-ball too, so I think you can do like 8-ball and then ask like a yes or no kind of question, so it becomes like will I feel better tomorrow? Well, there we go. I might be feeling better tomorrow. So if you guys ever want it, like, or if you have like a yes or no kind of question, you can use. Oh no. Oh no. What's going on with my stream? Okay. I'm back, I think. Am I back? Am I back? Is it working? Am I here? Hopefully. I'm hoping. Okay, it looks like I'm back. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. That was crazy. Yeah, I don't know what you guys missed, but I do have the magic 8-ball now. And I was trying to get emotes to work, so I know one of them that works is the clapping one, so you can like clap and that one works. But yeah, I'm still working on it. Hopefully I can get it fixed soonish. But yeah, anyways, sorry about that. Sorry about that little hiccup. I don't know what happened. But let's continue. So we'll start with the headmaster's room. Sorry again, like, oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. That was wild. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this'll be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. We'll talk to Byakuya first. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Absolutely, I would. I choose to blame Twitch. No, it could have been me. Hopefully it wasn't, but it could have been. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Oh my gosh. Why are they using such big words? I can't read. Class number 78, student registry. It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words,
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room,
I see.
that's right, it also mentioned class number 78. This must have been where Kyoko got that page. Actually, I'm gonna have a cough drop. I was like, I think I need one. Sorry, you're gonna hear like the crinkling of the bag and stuff. Okay, let's do this. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with
In
hers,
other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. Oh. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. 2 pages? What?
so in other words,
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Oh. And Logan CV, hi. Hi, Derek. I'm back. Thank you. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. And now my second grade reading level is being questioned by Byakuya. I'll fist fight him. Fight Byakuya. I feel like he is also physically trained, like mentally and physically trained. To be honest, I feel like he is, I don't want to say perfect in all facets of life, but like he definitely tries to be well versed in everything, sort of thing. Kind of like Sherlock Holmes sort of vibe. But more assholery, I guess. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the ultimate despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. I'm gonna kick him in the shin. Yeah, what's he gonna do? Yeah, kick him in the shin, break his kneecaps. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no, I wonder why my stream is breaking. Mukuro was a part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class. Number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? Makoto, why would you think that?
Stop.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Actually, I am kind of curious. I'm gonna check Junko's vitals.
Honestly,
to see.
you're a real one.
MRS blob hype taily hype x0 CV hype.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Ty. I am so sorry, my voice is still cracking. Thank you for subscribing for 4 months, dude. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I hope you're having a good, what is it, Tuesday? I've been saying that all day and I'm still forgetting. But thank you again so much. Thank you. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. My day has been miserable, but that's fine. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't really get to see what's been going on. It's till time for the cat boy. Yes, please, definitely relax. Relax today. I think you're off work. I'm pretty sure you're home now, but I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're able to kind of like decompress and yeah, relax now. Make sure stay hydrated. And yes, enjoy. I hope you enjoy your stay. We're uncovering more truth. We now know what Mukuro Ikusaba looks like, and I'm actually gonna check Junko's vitals to see if they are the same. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? That's what I was saying. That's why I was like, it could be Junko's body. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Yeah, Byakuya is really good about delegating other people to do the work for him, which is great. That's actually great management skills. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice from me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Brain decided today's depression day. Yeah, plus I'm super tired and work was also. Oh no, it's ever been. Well, I'm glad that you're at least like off work now. I'm glad that you're able to hopefully decompress. That really sucks. I'm sorry you're having a bad day. Yeah, definitely get some rest. Feed your body. Hydrate. Take care of yourself. So it's a three-way bombardment of heck against me. Yeah. We discovered Byakuya as a shrimp. I'll be spoiler avoiding and lurking, but wanted to say hi. Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you again so much for the work as well. I really appreciate it. And yeah, definitely take care of yourself, Ty. Enjoy your stay. Okay, now that we have that, I want to go to Junko. There it is. 5'7", 97 pounds. And then, yeah, we just have her chest, which is 31, which I think it was, what, 31, 22, 32 or something like that. So far, 3 of the things match out of the 5 information that we got. So it's sounding like, to me, again, that Mukuro was essentially cosplaying as Junko and then got killed by Monokuma. Unless, okay, so here's the thing. Unless Junko and Mukuro are literally like exact same height, weight, measurements and stuff like that, and Mukuro is actually still alive and Junko just so happened to fit that same body type, right? So those are kind of my 2 options, because it doesn't make sense to me that Junko would be the mastermind, right? So it's like she either died in the very beginning, Junko died in the very beginning, and then Mukuro is the mastermind, and put like a tattoo on Mukuro's hand, or on Junko's hand, to make it seem like she was Mukuro Ikusaba. So that's kind of like where my mind set is at, or like my thought process at least, for what's kind of going on. So that's what I'm thinking is happening. I could be wrong. That sounds, with the information that we have, that sounds about right. let's take a look around the room now. There's a lot we can check out. Oh, hey, look. The gold sword. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Okay. That didn't tell me much. The good old switcheroo. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Mukuro just put that tattoo on Junko's hand to kind of trick everyone into thinking it's Mukuro. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Okay, well, why didn't you go through the documents? I don't understand. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a monitor. Class number 78, student registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. I don't think there's anything else here. There's a surveillance camera. Yeah, and I already talked to Byakuya. Okay. So now we can, I think, go to the data because we haven't been able to go into Monokuma's office yet. And now we can. Now we can go in there.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto. Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Yeah, see, Hina's think-a-thunkin' now.
But,
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Yeah, she was. That's literally what she said, and she meant it. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Ah, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. They really use Makoto as an errand boy, and I think it's hilarious. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Let's see what's inside. Oh. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was,
huh?
whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Makoto is ultimate errand boy. Absolutely. I would agree to that. He is the ultimate errand boy. He does everyone else's dirty work. Gets no credit for it. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Okay. We'll talk to Hina first.
What the heck?
I mean, every part of this school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a second.
this place is like #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. No, I feel like if anything, Chihiro would be like, wow, look at all this high-tech stuff. He's getting pushed around, poor boy. They even tried to vote him out too. Exactly, that's so funny. He really is like the ultimate errand boy, the ultimate scapegoat. Yeah, it kind of looks like, oh wait, cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean?
Okay.
All right, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on. You can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Here we go, Hina. What did you do? Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Well, let me do this first, because I have a feeling. Especially with that noise, usually when we hear that noise, that's the noise that Monokuma makes before, or like when he enters a room and stuff. Poor Makoto, they put him through everything. He needs a hug. He sure does. He needs a hug. He needs some comfort food. He needs a family. He needs a better life. There's some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now I need to go check out the data center. Alright, let's see. Did I just hear what I think I heard? There it is. Is that Monokuma? Hey. Give me all your donuts. Oh, that is 100% Hina. She loves donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted? How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Whatever you say, Mr. Murder Bear. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate and stretch. Oh my gosh. The water is bringing me back to life. And a nice little stretch. Oh, my shoulder just popped and then it kind of hurt. So I think I stretched a little wrong. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. That did feel good. Stevie turning into a Vaporeon. Absolutely not. I have seen that meme. I have seen that paragraph. That disgusting paragraph. And if any of you don't know about it, don't go looking for it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Whoa. Hey, Makoto. What the heck was that just now? I wasn't going there. Scrim. Blub scrim. Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? Well, you were controlling just now. It was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Oh, I forgot that she had said that. That's true. Hyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, it's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. I really love Danganronpa music. It is so good. It's always groovy as fuck. It really is. It is so good. Hi. Ew, that was gross. I'm so sorry that you had to experience that. Hi, Moon. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Bam. Yay. Oh, you were playing Ghost Exorcism? How was that? Stop. Sorry. My bad. But yes, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day today. I think I'm gonna be able to beat Danganronpa. I think. We'll see though. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but we might be able to. We'll kind of see. We'll see how everything kind of pans out. I feel like I am so close to the end. Like I feel it. It's in my bones. It's in my achy old bones. We're so close. Oh, welcome back, Raven. Did you consider resting your voice for now? Soonish. Well, hopefully. I really want to be. I know, like, I know I just said that I need to take care of myself. Wow. But yeah, I will soon. I think I'm so close to the end. I don't know. We'll see. I want to at least collect all the evidence, and then if I'm not feeling well by the time of the trial, then I definitely will go ahead and take a break and probably play again tomorrow. Tired, literally just woke up. Aww. Well, good morning. Don't push yourself. Okay, I know the timer says 30 minutes, but I know you've been going much longer. Yeah, I know. I had to restart the stream. I felt so bad. I was like, what happened? I can't redeem it somehow, but take some water. Oh, yeah, someone just redeemed the water, but I will definitely still take that hydration because I need it anyway. So thank you. Thank you for redeeming water while the timer's going off. Yeah, I think I have my water set to every 15 minutes. So it should be able to redeem again once that timer is. but rest after, okay? Yeah, I'll do my best. I know I need to. I know I need to take care of myself or else I will not recover. Or else ban hammer. No. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma control room has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean,
Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. I want to check this out one more time. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Fine, Hina, we can leave. Oh. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. Wait, Monokuma is the student, like the... Yeah, so Monokuma essentially, after viewing that room, we can almost confirm that Monokuma is being controlled by one of the 16 students, because one of the things that Monokuma had told us was that there have only been 16 students since the killing games have begun that have been in the school. So if we're taking that as wholeheartedly true, that means that one of the students had to have been controlling Monokuma that whole time. Can you imagine if one of them was either someone who was executed that wasn't really executed sort of thing, and they've been playing Monokuma this whole time? That would also be another twist of an ending. I would have been like, huh? You've been Leon this whole time? Or you've been Sayaka this whole time? That would be so crazy. But there has to be 16 students, that's the thing. So there is an extra person. The door. It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. See, this is exactly why I didn't want to leave. And Hina was like, let's get out of here. You're right. It's locked. But why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. 'Cause if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then, that room,
Yep.
as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So, right now, you're being operated by someone in that room.
yes indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there, and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? I guarantee you they were in that hatch, the one place I wanted to check and wasn't allowed to. Mondo comes out and he's like, you actually thought I turned into butter? What the fuck, you idiot? Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. Great plot, not gonna lie. No, honestly, that would be such a plot twist. Like, to me, I would never see something like that. Well, I guess I can't say that I could never see that coming because I just thought about it. But man, what a twist that would be, right? Like, I would literally be so mind blown if it was actually someone who was quote unquote murdered, or if it was someone who was previously executed. That would literally blow my mind. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been. I tried to be, but Hina decided to stop me. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? I did. No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your big chance, and you blew it. Thanks a lot, Hina.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Oh, okay, well, I couldn't have opened it anyway. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? Thank you, Hina. Yeah, I went to go check it out, and you were like, we gotta get out of here. So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You've got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Okay, perfect. So we checked both the what's it called? The headmaster and the data center. Oh, what was here? Why does that one have an exclamation mark? Why does it still have an exclamation mark? Rattle, rattle. Definitely lock. I figured I wouldn't be able to get into the data center. Okay, well, why does it still have an exclamation mark? Probably because, oh, okay, it was still like one of those, like, this is a point of interest. Okay. What else did we say? The 5th floor. So the dojo. Oh, you know what? I'd rather check the bio lab because we have not. I want to check all the locked rooms first. And then we'll revisit the murder. Or should I? Okay, we'll revisit the murder last because I want to double check to see if the 2nd floor dorms were open. Dang it, Phoebe. Hina told you explicitly to check the hatch and you were all like, no, it's fine. There's no one in there. Don't lie. Don't try to gaslight me, Dirt. I know what I said. I know what I tried to do. Hina was the one who stopped me. Also, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a little bit of a potty break. Give me one moment here. Alright, I am back. I'm a good bean. I never gaslight. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Dirt? You know, I'm kind of confused why it says raw. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Alright, let's see what we can check out here. I just realized it's nighttime. That's crazy. 100% positive I'm good bean. Alright, Dirt. You're good bean. For now. I'm surprised the surveillance camera can work with how cold it is in here. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. Oh, there's tarps in here too. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Absolutely we have. It's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Is it? Okay, well, let's check this out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. That's kind of what I was thinking. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall, and on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right hand lights are off. Oh yeah, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 people dead. Is that how many people are dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah. Alright, well, can I open it? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated system have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. That's very odd. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. Biolab secret has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot, lit up in blue, another one of the victims is. Biolab lights has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. Okay, so my theory is somewhat correct, because I was like, the mastermind can literally grab Junko's dead body and use it as bait, and this just kind of proved my theory as being correct, so that's cool. One of my favorite parts from when Game Grumps played this was that Mondo should be in a mini fridge. Oh my gosh, that is hella funny. Yeah, because he's butter. He doesn't need the big one, he just needs a tiny mini fridge. They actually have him in the nurse's mini fridge. The butter in there. Oh my gosh. I'd cry. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other options. So what? Am I supposed to be opening them? Some kind of weird machine. Blue lights, but only... Okay. Was there anything else? I don't think I needed anything else in here. I died laughing at that part. It's so funny though. It's so true. I can't look at butter the same anymore. I know, especially because like Monokuma also ate it, you know, on his pancakes. I think we said dojo next. I'll do the garden last. Oh, look at stinky Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. Exactly. Cannot disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? You know, I kind of wish that I also got to know Toko a little bit more, because, like, I really want to know why she acts this way. Like, genuinely, what happened to her in her life that this is how she reacts? And the fact that she does have, like, a split personality as well. Like, something had to have happened where she needed to split, and like that was essentially her protector, which makes sense of her being like a murderer and stuff. So I'm very curious. Ew, chill, Toko. To be frank, Byakuya calls everyone useless. He does. He calls everyone useless. I honestly feel bad for her though at the same time. Yeah, I do. She acts like any normal high schooler. I don't know what you mean. Absolutely not. Okay, maybe because I'm just like old, right? So of course, like, my idea of a high schooler is nothing like this. But maybe in like the 2010s, that's exactly what a high schooler was like. Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Oh gosh, Toko's like having a mental breakdown. We found a clue in here. Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing in the dojo, right? I hope, you know what I hope? I hope that in this final one that I can't miss any clues, because I'm not 100% sure if like you could actually miss clues here. Oh, the body's gone. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here. Okay, well, we obviously know that it has to be in the biolab then. Right? Like, I can just leave. I'm sure there's more around here I can check. Are you kidding me? The Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Okay. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. It definitely isn't. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not here either, then it must be. Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. Yeah, didn't this tarp come from like the biolab probably? The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? Oh, here we are, uncovering secrets. I mean, then again, I do simple. I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab. Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so in knowing this now, it really is leaning closer and closer that Mukuro Ikusaba probably just took Junko's body from the morgue and then put it there to fake, you know, a murder. Also, my headphones are dying. I gotta plug it in. But it really is pointing to that. So I'm assuming that that's gonna be the solution that we end up heading towards. And now we just gotta figure out the mysteries of the the mysteries of the school. Sorry, I hit my knuckles on the desk. But yeah, so now it's just about uncovering that. So I think what we'll do now, I'm assuming, is we're gonna have to head back to the bio lab, go into the morgue. That's all I really needed to check here. Okay. Okay. We're on a mission, y'all. Alright, so I think I need to check these now. There's some kind of weird machine. Okay. Glowing blue lights, but only the lights are on. The ones on the left. Alright, okay. Wait, am I supposed to check the tarp first? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Okay, what am I supposed to check out then? Some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instructions manual. Okay, we've already read this. Oops, sorry. I am just a mess right now. I was pouring myself more water while still trying to like play. And I hit my thermos on the desk. Okay, so this is also the same. So what do I need from in here? What else can I interact with? Because I know that the left side means that they're being occupied. Body disappeared. Oh, okay. I had to check the right side first. Sorry, I also just like skipped past that part. I relate to being a mess, you guys. It's just that kind of day. It's that kind of life, man. Just living a mess. Since Mukuro's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. Alright, am I supposed to check the desk again to see if there's like any instructions? Probably. Let's see. Okay, it talks about that. Okay. But we don't know how to open it. Is there anything else I can interact with? Or can I leave? I guess I can leave because I don't know how to open up the fridge. So what else am I supposed to do? Okay, so we did the headmaster's room, we've done the biolab, we did the data center. We checked the garden and the dojo, right? Okay, but let me go back to the dojo. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and head to the second floor dorms. Yeah, that's the gym. Oh wait, no. There we go. Wait, where are we? Okay, that's the gym. Here we go. This is where I wanted to be. Somewhere around here. There it is! This is where we couldn't go to before. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Okay, let's see what we're gonna see here. I'm excited. This is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Okay, well there's one place that has sleeping quarters here. Which is this room, right? No. It was this one. Whose room is this? Okay. So it's just the bed and the bathroom that we can check out here. Oh, and I just noticed the windows are also barred here, so I'm like, okay. I don't know, this seems standard. It's just standard living. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Why am I getting mono coins? What? I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Alright, so I guess there's nothing in here. What else was there? There was one room, and then we can check the girls' and boys' bathroom. This is a girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Makoto, please. We are investigating. Sir, we are investigating. Okay, well, there's nothing in here, so... Nothing to check. Okay, where else can we go? Okay, there's a room here. A giraffe. What if someone sees? Someone sees going into the girls' bathroom. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. That's not what I wanted. I meant to hit tab. Oh, we can check all of them. Okay. We'll do this one first. We'll start far left and work our way to the right. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Why are we getting coins? I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. Okay, what else? We'll do this one next. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. Okay, so I'm assuming Makoto's also going to use his on one of the lockers and it might open. I'm assuming. Which would again kind of coincide with my whole theory that they've actually been here for a while. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. I don't know, Makoto. You gotta keep trying all of them. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. Alright, there's the card reader. It's pretty similar. Okay. Does that mean... Let's try it. Let's see. Alright, no luck. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. Alright, just a few more things to check. It looks like the locker is already broken. Do that one. I wonder if I can open this locker. There's a card reader. It's pretty similar. So does that mean... No luck. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep trying. Just because you tell me it doesn't work doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. I wonder if I can open this locker. Okay, let's see. Let's see if you're the one. No luck. Alright, let's see what's in here. What is that? Oh, okay. It went to the same one. So I can't look in here? That's weird. It looks like something's in there too. That's why I'm like, yeah, why can't I look in that one? That's so weird. Alright, well, we'll do that one then. I wonder if I can open this locker. Let's see if we can do it. Nope, no luck. This is the oh! More coins. And for what reason? Alright, let's see. Are you the one? Can I open you? Nope. what else there is. That's it. So I couldn't open any of them. Huh. Okay, that does not prove my theory as being correct then. But I don't understand why I can't look at that thing. Oh yeah, it's not even an option. Alright, there's more down here as well. So let's see what's in here. Oh. Whose room is this? There's alcohol. This room doesn't feel like a student's room. It was a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? We'll talk to Kyoko first. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Why the headmaster drinking on the job for real, right? I'm like, that's a little sus, headmaster. Alright, let's see what's on the computer. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem.
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it, and we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though, nothing we don't already
in
know.
other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. So is it Fenrir? That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete kitty failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I know that there was something else that we can look at. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Oh, okay, just coins. Why do I need coins? And a chair? A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. Oh, a breeze.
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? What does that mean? You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right
However,
up. I don't know why I paused like that. But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not nearly enough
It's
to go
true.
on. I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I can think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there, but maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No way. there might be a chance the password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? No, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Let's try it. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay? In that case, here goes nothing. I'm sorry, Siri. I have to head out for a bit. If I can make it back later, I will. Yeah, hey, no worries, no worries. Thank you so much for being here. I might be ending soon anyways, just because I'm like starting to feel unwell again. So I'm gonna put in this password and then probably end stream. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in, beep, krrr. I'm a little tired myself, yeah. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked. Oh, she is so upset. She's like, why did that work?
why?
Oh my gosh, yeah, there she is. She's so mad. Kyoko. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Okay, so actually, I just said this, but this is actually where we're going to go ahead and end it. Let me save before I forget. Okay. And then let's go ahead and bam. Oops. Hold on. There we go. Let me exit the game too, just so I can hear. But yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, so we definitely found out a lot today. We were able to escape from the underground. We were able to I don't want to say trick Monokuma, but essentially be like, hey, we know that you're trying to frame Kyoko and you did the murder wrong, so we want a fair trial. And Monokuma was like, absolutely, everything's open now. And so, you know, we did a lot of investigating. We got to know about Kyoko a lot more, which I'm so happy about. I'm so glad that we were able to find out more about her. And it's just, there's so many things unraveling, and I'm just like amazed. I'm excited. I'm just like, absolutely. More murder. But yes, this will be the end of my stream. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. I know I'm still not fully well. Hopefully tomorrow my voice will be back to normal. It is already kind of sounding like it's coming back to normal. The more water I drink, the easier it is, which I should have been drinking more water to begin with anyway. But anyway, I'm hoping to stream again tomorrow. I do have some errands to do first before I can stream, so I think around the same time, probably 12 o'clock, which is my time. But yeah, we'll kind of see. I'll run those errands and then keep y'all updated. But thank you. Let's double check to see who we can raid today. Let's see here. Let's see. Love is streaming. She's doing Hunt Showdown. Starlit Fox is doing Dead by Daylight. Nice, nice. Oh, Genshin Impact, Animal Crossing. I'm kind of like, we're going from murder, right? So it's like, huh, what else can we go into? Oh, I know. Let's see. I think we'll go into Blub's stream. I always enjoy going into her stream. But again, thank you guys so much for spending time with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, stay shiny out there. Bye, guys. Bye.